It gets better.
Hi, Mrs. Barnett. I was just here to talk to you today about what is your involvement in the LGBT community been over the years?
Well, over the years, my son is gay. He came out to me when he was about 13, so kind of made it my business to make sure that he was always safe in school, and so I always went into schools to advocate for him and make sure that they kept the environment safe. And then I made a study about how to counsel students and adults who are gay to keep them safe as well, so that they would know how to take care of themselves. So for example, to be careful about coming out until they knew that they were safe at home would be one thing that is something I always advise. So who they tell, making sure that they're telling people that they are safe with until they can be independent and take care of themselves. A lot of kids are thrown out of their homes, even when they think that their parents would be accepting, even when they have gay relatives who come over for Christmas or whatever, and everybody seems fine with it, and when it's them, sometimes they're not safe. So there's a lot of homeless kids, there's a lot of drug and alcohol use, there's a high suicide rate, so it's all about safety.
Okay.
It gets better.
It gets better.
Well, I had a feeling I didn't really understand until I had to think about it and actually know the possibilities of what could happen. And honestly, you need to realize at a certain time where you need to accept it if you were, and that's how I found out.
Okay.
It just gradually came over time.
It gets better.
What are some obstacles your son has had to face in high school?
He was fortunate in that he was not harassed directly in high school, but heard the word faggot a lot, which can be very painful.
Mm-hmm.
And also he did have one person that was prank calling him and that kind of a thing. So we handled that. But I think the bigger issue is when it's a slower social process, because it's hard to meet people. It's hard for people in high school to feel comfortable with other people and to be out as well, even though he was. Other people weren't. So it's taken him a while to find people to date and move on socially in his life like that.
Okay.
It gets better.
It gets better. It gets better.
Experience of high school, it's honestly I've been judged throughout my whole entire life, that I've grown to know what to expect from what people will say, and it just made me a stronger person to the point where it just doesn't matter to me anymore. I'm who I am.
It gets better.
How did your son overcome these obstacles throughout high school?
Well, he became president of Gay Straight Alliance, so he made sure people knew who he was,
right,
and was true to himself. He actually did some radio spots and just, again, made sure that people knew that some people are gay and it's okay, and a normal part of life for him. And I think that's how he stayed safe, really, by being out. Yeah.
Thank you.
It gets better.
How have you overcome some of the struggles you faced in high school?
I've overcome it to know that I'm a better person, and that what anybody else has to say doesn't mean anything to me.
It gets better.
What do you have to say to some kids who are going through the same situation that your son went through already?
I would say to them, like I said before, stay safe. Make sure you know who you're coming out to, and that they'll be okay to come out to. Know that there are people out there that you can talk to, and find out who they are, and if you need to talk to somebody, do that. Get your parents involved with PFLAG, which is a good supportive organization for parents to help them understand the process. Give them time to understand, and I think that's about it. Safety.
Could you say it gets better, please?
It gets better.
Thank you.
It really does.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yo, mine's still at a 25.
What do you have to say to those people who may be facing the same kind of challenges that you faced in high school?
For anyone that has to have the same issues I've had, I say look up, look strong, who you are, and have a backbone. You honestly need to stay strong for gay people, bisexuals, anybody. You just need to know that there's other people like you, and you just need to know who you have and who you don't, because it's a killer-make move.
It gets better.
Those who are struggling, just know that you will always have support. Those who will leave you were never really there, because you need to know that people who are there for you are really, really your true friends, and you need to strive towards those who really care for you.
A little bit before I go.
It gets better.
It gets better.